Let's be honest, it's a scary thought. What would you do if someone was seriously bleeding right in front of you? But knowing just a few simple things can literally be the difference between life and death. That's exactly what we're going to break down right here, so you can have the confidence to step up when it matters most. Let's get into it. 6 liters. That number you're looking at? That's about how much blood is flowing through the average adult's body at any given moment. You can think of it as this incredible river of life, a high-speed delivery service that's constantly dropping off oxygen and nutrients to every single cell. It's what keeps the whole system running. So, what happens when that perfect delivery system springs a leak? A serious one? Well, that's when you're suddenly in a crisis situation, and having a calm, clear plan is absolutely everything. Okay, let's dive a little deeper. Imagine your circulatory system is like a massive, super efficient highway network. Your heart? That's the central pump, pushing everything along. And the arteries and veins are all the roads and tunnels, making sure there's this constant flow of traffic, delivering the good stuff and hauling away the waste. It's a truly amazing setup. And if you were to zoom in on the traffic itself, the blood, this is what you'd see. More than half of it is this yellowish liquid called plasma. That's what carries everything. And the rest is made up of cells. You've got red cells, which are the oxygen couriers. You've got white cells, which are your immune system soldiers. And then, and these are the real stars of our show today, you've got platelets. These are the tiny first responders that kick into action to plug up any leaks. All right, so when that system gets damaged, you're immediately facing 2 big threats. The first one is obvious, right? Bleeding. But the second one, which is often the silent and more dangerous one, is something called shock. Let's break down what those really mean. First off, you've got to know that not all bleeding looks the same. Bleeding from an artery is going to be bright red, and it'll actually spurt out with each heartbeat. That's because it's under really high pressure. Now, bleeding from a vein is different. It's a darker red, and it flows out more steadily. They look different, but make no mistake, both can be incredibly serious. And that severe loss of blood leads us to the real hidden danger here, shock. And I'm not talking about the, oh my gosh, kind of emotional shock. This is a critical medical emergency. It's what happens when there's just not enough blood left in the system to get oxygen to the vital organs. We're talking the brain, the heart, the lungs. Preventing shock is priority number 1. So, what's the tipping point? Well, the body can start to go into shock after losing just 1.2 liters of blood. Now, to put that into perspective for you, that's only about a fifth of your body's total supply. It can happen a lot faster than you might think. But here's where things get really incredible. Your body has its own built-in emergency response team. The second a blood vessel gets damaged, it triggers this whole complex chain reaction to try and seal the breach. So when you step in to give first aid, you're not on your own. You're basically helping the body do what it's already trying to do. And here's the play-by-play of how it works. First, the blood vessel itself actually squeezes down to try and reduce the blood flow. Then, those amazing platelets we talked about rush to the scene and start sticking together, forming a temporary plug. Finally, that plug gets reinforced and dries out, creating a scab, which is like a natural protective seal. It's a brilliant piece of engineering. The problem is, with really severe bleeding, the body's natural response can get overwhelmed. It just can't keep up. It needs help. And that is where you come in. With 3 straightforward actions, you can take control of the situation and truly save a life. Okay, here they are, the 3 most important things you need to remember. First, apply pressure. Get a clean cloth or even your hands and push down firmly and directly on the wound. Second, elevate. If you can, lift the injured limb up above the level of the heart. Gravity is your friend here. It'll help slow the bleeding. And third, secure. Keep that pressure on by wrapping the dressing tightly with a bandage. Just burn those 3 words into your brain: pressure, elevate, secure. Now, while you're doing those 3 things, there are a few other absolutely critical rules. First and foremost, get professional help on the way. Call 999 or 112 immediately. Help the person lie down. This helps treat for shock. And this is a big one. Do not give them anything to eat or drink because they might need surgery. Finally, if there's something stuck in the wound, leave it there. Don't pull it out. Just apply pressure on either side of the object. So far, we've mostly talked about bleeding that you can see, but some of the most dangerous bleeding is the kind you can't see, the kind that's happening inside the body. So let's talk about how to spot those hidden dangers. This is where you have to become a bit of a detective. If someone is pale, cold, and dizzy, showing signs of shock, but you can't see a major wound, you have to suspect internal bleeding. This table gives you some major clues to look for. For example, if someone is coughing up bright, frothy blood, that could signal a lung injury. And if you see thin, watery blood coming from an ear or nose after a head injury, that's a huge red flag. And real quick, it helps to know what kind of wound you're even looking at. An incised wound is a clean cut, think from a knife, and those can bleed a ton. A laceration is more of a jagged tear, and the big risk there is infection. Puncture wounds are especially nasty because they can push dirt and germs deep inside the body, and even a simple scrape or abrasion needs a good cleaning to get any little particles out. You know, when you really boil all this down, it comes back to this one simple idea. In a moment that feels chaotic and scary, knowledge is what keeps you grounded. Having a clear, simple plan is what lets you be the calm in the storm for someone else. So, there you have it. You get the system, you understand the threat, and most importantly, you have the simple, powerful steps to take control. You have the knowledge now. The only question left is, are you ready to use it?